As a child, I told my dad I didn't want people looking at my art. I wanted them to look twice. Ben Mann Studios is my business, and I'm on the third floor of a funky brick building from 1890. So my craft and my space are about as authentic as it gets. I was holding a crayon about the time that I was learning to walk, and so I've always just really craved the process. I love learning, and there's many, many people out there who simply want a big slice of chocolate cake in front of them. That's great. But to be a really good baker, I think you really have to crave the process. I really love that color has become my language. Bellingham never really lost its grip on me. I lived in San Francisco between the ages of 17 and 29, so I studied art and became an adult there. But every 6 months I would come home to Bellingham. And I think the fact that Bellingham doesn't have sunshine year-round, that I have to generate bright colors on some gray days, and it turns out gray days I sell more because people are kind of in need of the visceral effect of bright colors. It's a little bit of an escape. So a lot of times I get asked which is my favorite painting that I've done, and oftentimes I would say it's the one that's on the easel. I like starting with a simple white chalk line. It's not unlike the chalk that you used in grade school. So I always say you have to bake the cake before you frost it, right? So now we've got the cake. The painting is actually complete already, but only between my ears. Most of my paintings these days are generated to help me pay my bills. So I have to pay attention to subject matter that's sustainable and a price point that is, kind of accessible for people. So if one of my favorite paintings does sell, I always tell myself I wouldn't have put it on the wall with a price tag if I wasn't ready to part with it. When you have people who give feedback on your artwork, or you need to do this, and my dad used to say, be very careful. If someone is a frustrated artist, are they really coming at your artwork with a clean perspective? I think developing a skill of learning who to listen to and how much power to give other people's opinion is really no different from working on your skills. Putting keys on canvas is a great way to get people to look twice.